Hello, teacher.
Hello, Mayan. Good afternoon.
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon.
Yes. How's everything going with you, Mayan?
Everything is good.
Oh, wow. That's really great to know. Okay. What's the weather right now?
Mm, it's raining today.
I see. Yeah, same here in my place too. It is raining. Did you go to school this morning?
Yes. And this morning it's sunny, and now It's raining today.
Oh, all right. Okay. So why is it, Mayan, that you usually get home early on Thursday and Friday?
Uh, because start. Mm, my school is start today.
Ah, your school just starts today. I understand that one. Okay. So yeah, because most of my students are transferring to study during the night because they said that school starts just last Monday and they won't be able to go home before 5 o'clock. Yes, and I am just curious that why is it that actually like the most of the students who are at the age 12 to 17 can make it in the afternoon just like you. Like what time did you go home today, Mayan?
Mm, uh, it's 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Oh, so that means you don't have classes in the afternoon, right?
Uh, I have a class in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. Then what until what time is your class in the afternoon?
Think I study in my school and I have a class uh, and yeah, I have a class in my school.
I understand. Okay, like until what time? Is it until 3 o'clock, 4, 2, or 1 o'clock?
I think I have a class at 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock or 50 o'clock or
Ah, so
four
it
thirty
would.
o'clock.
Mm-hmm. I see. So it would depends, right?
Yes.
I understand. Okay, so anyway, Mayan, congratulations because you are done with level 3 and now this is level 4. Okay, so I want you to take a look at this one. What can you see in the picture, Mayan?
Mm, I see two girls are talking. I see
Yes,
two girls.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, can you guess what the topic for today is?
Advice and advice.
That's right. So we have the two words in here, advice and advice. Okay. So what makes them different? Do you have any idea?
Mm, I think advice is a little C and advice is a S.
That's correct. Yeah, that's one of the difference of the two words. Okay. And there's also another difference in here. So the first advice is used as a noun, while the second advice is used as a verb. Okay. So just like this one, Tammy, I need your advice on my outfit. Okay, so this girl is asking something from Tammy, which is an advice. But if Tammy would say, I advise you to change it immediately. So this becomes a verb. All right. So in here, when
Mm,
Tammy advised Molly, she gave her advised. Okay. So advice is something that we give to someone. Okay. Like we give to someone or someone asks us to do. Like for example, hey Mayan, my stomach is hurting. What advice can you give to me? Then you would say, oh, you know what, teacher, I'm going to advise you to go and see the doctor instead. So you are using the word advice to tell me what to do. And you are giving an advice as a noun. All right.
yes.
Okay. So unit one is all about advice as a noun. Okay. So by the way, this one, we have a different objectives for level 4. We now have a listening part, reading, vocabs, pronunciation check, and we'll have a discussion. So first part, you're going to hear an audio. Okay, you can actually hear it twice or 3 times. Then, after you listen twice or 3 times, I'm going to ask you whether, I'm going to ask you what can you understand from the audio. Okay. And you can actually tell me all the things that you can understand.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great. Here it is, Mayan.
Listenaminute.com. Advice. I don't know what I would do without my friends' advice. They've all given me so much good advice over the years. It's sometimes very difficult to make decisions on your own. Listening to advice can be great for helping you make the right decision. The greatest piece of advice I've received was from my father. He told me I can do anything in life if I try hard. He was right. I am now passing on his advice to my own children. Right now, I need some advice on money. My financial advisors are telling me to be very careful. That's very sound advice. I would advise anyone to do the same. Someone asked me the other day about the worst piece of advice I've ever had. I couldn't answer. I don't think I've had any really bad advice.
Okay. Did you hear it well, Mayan, or do you want to listen one more time?
Yeah, I can't. I need to listen one more time.
Okay. Here it is, Mayan.
Listenaminute.com. Advice. I don't know what I would do without my friends' advice. They've all given me so much good advice over the years. It's sometimes very difficult to make decisions on your own. Listening to advice can be great for helping you make the right decision. The greatest piece of advice I've received was from my father. He told me I can do anything in life if I try hard. He was right. I am now passing on his advice to my own children. Right now, I need some advice on money. My financial advisors are telling me to be very careful. That's very sound advice. I would advise anyone to do the same. Someone asked me the other day about the worst piece of advice I've ever had. I couldn't answer. I don't think I've had any really bad advice.
All right. So what about this time?
Um,
one more one more time.
yes, one more time.
Okay, no problem at all because this is just the beginning. This is just unit 1. So yes, you're allowed to listen again. Here it is, Mayan.
Listenaminute.com. Advice. I don't know what I would do without my friends' advice. They've all given me so much good advice over the years. It's sometimes very difficult to make decisions on your own. Listening to advice can be great for helping you make the right decision. The greatest piece of advice I've received was from my father. He told me I can do anything in life if I try hard. He was right. I am now passing on his advice to my own children. Right now, I need some advice on money. My financial advisors are telling me to be very careful. That's very sound advice. I would advise anyone to do the same. Someone asked me the other day about the worst piece of advice I've ever had. I couldn't answer. I don't think I've had any really bad advice.
All right. So I think you're able to hear it now, right?
Yes,
All right. So what did you understand from the audio, Mayan?
I think I understand a little.
A little. Very good. So what did you understand from it?
I think advice is very good for him, and yeah, he can use advice for his dad and his friend like that.
All right. So very good because you understand something from it, Mayan. Okay, so that this time we're going to read, learn the phrases and vocabulary, and I will check your pronunciation. Okay, but this time I want you to listen for the very last time, then read along with the audio. Here it is, Mayan.
Listenaminute.com. Advice. I don't know what I would do without my friends' advice. They've all given me so much good advice over the years. It's sometimes very difficult to make decisions on your own. Listening to advice can be great for helping you make the right decision. The greatest piece of advice I've received was from my father. He told me I can do anything in life if I try hard. He was right. I am now passing on his advice to my own children. Right now, I need some advice on money. My financial advisors are telling me to be very careful. That's very sound advice. I would advise anyone to do the same. Someone asked me the other day about the worst piece of advice I've ever had. I couldn't answer. I don't think I've had any really bad advice.
All right, so now it's your turn to look and read, Mayan.
Advice. I don't know what I could do, what I what I would do without my friend advice. They are giving me so much good advice of, over the years. It's sometimes very difficult to make decisions on your own. Listening to advice can be great for helping you make the right decision. The quick test piece of advice I received was from my father. He told me I can do anything in life if I try hard. He was right. I am now passing on his advice to my own children. Right now I need some advice on money. My first my financial advisor are telling me to be very careful. That's very sound advice. I could advise anyone to do the same. Someone asked me the other day about the worst piece of advice I've never had I ever had. I couldn't answer. I don't think I've had any really bad advice.
Very good. Thank you so much for reading this one, Mayan. So, Mayan, you are a great reader. However, there is only one word that you mispronounce. So I want you to say advisors.
Advisor.
Okay, great. And how about this one? How do you read this one?
Greatest.
That's right. Very good, Mayan. Okay, so in here, if I'm going to ask you again, okay, so what can you understand from this text?
Oh, yes, I understand.
Very good, because you understand. So can you share to me about your what about your understanding? What did you understand, Mayan?
I think, yeah, right. I think he told advice and he don't know what to do with with his friend advice and he listened to advice him be grateful helping me make a right decision and he received what from his father. Uh, his father told him can do anything in life if he try hard. And uh, I think he would advise anyone to do the same. And he don't think he had any really bad advice.
Okay, thank you so much for paraphrasing it, Mayan. So yeah, this text is all about advice. Okay, from the person who and the person who is talking about this is a man. Okay, so he was like asking for a financial advice. And of course, where would you seek an advice when it comes to finances? You would go to an expert in finances, which is the financial advisor. So financial advisor is a person who is an expert in managing finances. It is because that was their major in college. They applied what they learned and they are experienced when it comes to finances. And of course, they are so great in giving advices to other people when it comes to their finances. Okay, so in here, May, and there are some words actually that might be new to you. So let's take a look at them one by one. So first, we have make decisions on your own. Okay, so when we say make decisions on your own, this is when you decide something without depending to your parents, to your sister, to your brother, or to anyone at all. Because you can make or you can decide independently. So that is make decisions on your own. Okay, so in here, Mayan, to practice with the phrases, let's make our own example. Okay, just like make decisions on my own. Example, it is important to learn how to make decisions on our own. So what's your sentence, Mayan?
Mm, I think no, I don't have a question.
All right. I mean, what is your sentence about this one?
Mm, I, I think I very wait. I think mommy for me.
One more.
Wait me for a minute.
Okay.
Mm, is I decided this at grade 10 with my parents.
Oh, this time we're going to make a sentence using the phrase. Like for example, my sentence is, it is important to make decisions on your own. Okay, because that way you will learn and you will be responsible for your choices in life. Okay, so what is your sentence? Make a sentence using this phrase, Mayan.
This phrase
Oh, this one. Okay, when we say phrase, this consists a group of words combined together, okay, to make a meaning or to make a definition. And yes, like that. A group of words combined together to make a definition, just like make decisions on your own. So, how many group of words are this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 words, they are combined together, and all of the words in here has one meaning. That means to decide independently. So, can you make a sentence using the phrase make decisions on your own?
uh, uh, it's very hard to understand.
Ah, let me try to make a translation instead. Give me a second. For this part, we are going to learn each of the phrases in here. Okay, so I'm going to let you know what the phrase, what each of the phrase mean, and we're going to provide our own example using each phrase. When we say phrase, this is a group of words combined together that has one meaning.
Yeah.
Đối với phần này,
Okay.
chúng ta sẽ học từng cụm từ ở đây được rồi, vì vậy tôi sẽ cho bạn biết cước vận chuyển và ý nghĩa của từng cụm từ.
Oh, wrong. Sorry, Mayan. I'm going to let you know what each.
Đối với phần này, chúng ta sẽ học từng cụm từ ở đây được rồi, vì vậy tôi sẽ cho bạn biết ý nghĩa của từng cụm từ.
Like that, then there's more.
Và chúng tôi sẽ cung cấp ví dụ của riêng mình bằng cách sử dụng từng cụm từ khi chúng tôi nói cụm từ đây là một nhóm từ được kết hợp với nhau có một nghĩa.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so my sentence is, it is important to make decisions on your own so that you will be responsible with your life choices. What's your sentence?
Mm, I think. Oh, wait, wait for me. Mm, or can I use advice?
Oh, no, you're going to make a sentence using the phrase here.
Yes.
You can do it, Mayan.
Wait for me, you know.
Okay, let me help you. You can say, I can't make decisions. Oh, here. It's hard to make decision. It's hard to make decisions on my own. When it comes to what sentence to use, like this. So this is actually applicable to you. Can you please read this one, Mayan?
Uh, it's hard to make decisions on my own when it comes to what sentence to use.
Yeah, so by saying this one, so you are now making a sentence using this phrase. So this is what we call phrase, a group of words that is combined together to make one single definition. Okay, and we have in here listening to advice. So when we say listening to advice, Mayan, that means that you are paying attention to what other people is saying to you. Okay, for example, if your mom tells you, okay, Mayan, do your homework now, study hard so that you'll have a great future. So if you are listening to your mom's advice, that means you're paying attention to what your mom is saying. Okay, like for example, like my student improve her skills by listening to advice from different English speakers. What's your sentence?
Uh, I think uh, I always listen to advice when my mom talking.
All right. Okay, so you can say I am always listening to my mom's advice.
Yes.
Okay, can you please read it?
Uh, I am always listening to my mom advice.
Very good. Okay, and next we have here make the right decision. Okay, so here, when we say make the right decision, that means we're going to choose wisely. Okay, what does that mean? To have to choose the option that is considered correct or right. That is to make the right decision. Okay, like for example, I hope that I can make the right decision about my career path. So what's your sentence, Mayan?
Mm, make a right decision. Wait for me. Make a right decision. Mm, 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 I think my mom is wait, my mom always make the right decision for her child.
All right. That's correct. Okay, and we have here make the wrong decision. So this is the opposite of make the right decision. So when we say make the wrong decision, that means we are going to choose an option that is considered not correct. Okay, make the wrong decision means to make a mistake. For example, she regretted making the wrong decision about her studies. Okay, so what's your sentence, Mayan?
Um, I think my sister sometimes make a wrong decision for her test.
Very good. Okay, and next we have here passing on his advice to my own children. Okay, so that means we are going to share suggestions given by other people, okay, to our own children. So just like me, if I have a children one day, okay, so what advices can I give to my children? So the advice of my mother, I can pass it on to my own children. Is that clear, Mayan? Okay, like another example, I'm passing on my mom's advice to my I will pass on my mom's advice to my own children in the future about being honest. So what's your sentence?
Mm, I think I passing on my parents' advice to my neighbor, to my new neighbor's children.
Okay, great. Now we also have here, I am now passing on his advice to my own children. So this is actually the same thing. Okay, and next we have give advice to somebody.
Mm, give advice to somebody.
Yes. Okay. So when we give advice to somebody, that means we're going to offer suggestions so that we can help them with their life decision. Okay. Like for example, he always know the right time to give advice to somebody who is in need. That's why I like him. So what is your sentence?
Mm, I think I I always give advice when my brother are doing wrong something.
Very good. Okay, and we have here ask somebody for advice. So this is the opposite of give advice. Okay. So you are going to request some suggestion from someone. Or in other words, you are seeking guidance from them. Like for example, I often ask my parents for advice when I am not sure what to do in life. So what is your sentence, Mayan?
Mm, I think my mother always, my mother asked my cousin for advice when she don't know how to do.
All right. Very good. And we have here follow advice.
Follow advice.
Okay, so when we follow the advice, that means we obey the advice that someone gave to us. Like example, I decided to follow the doctor's advice and just rest for 1 week. That's only an example actually. I did not see a doctor recently. So what's your sentence, Mayan?
Uh, I think I always follow. I and my sister, my brother always follow advice. I always follow my parent advice.
Very good. Okay, and we have here advise somebody to do something. Okay, when we give advice somebody on what to do, that means we recommend them some action. Okay, like we are going to suggest what should they do, like that. Like for example, my teacher advised my friend to study harder for the next test because my friend got 5 out of 20 in our chapter test. So what is your sentence, Mayan?
Mm, I think my dad advised the engineer to to build a house.
Very good. Okay, so thank you so much for giving me the sentences in here, Mayan. So this is what we are going to do for the rest of the units. Okay, so any question about the phrases in here?
No, teacher.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you a question. So this is based from the text that you've read about advice. This one. Okay. So here, what is the greatest piece of advice the man has ever received?
The greatest piece of advice the man had ever received. He received with the man received with his father.
Very good. Okay. So what was the advice of his father?
Mm, I think he say uh, what, but I'm not.
Okay, so let's look at this one. So the advice that his father gave him was
He told the man that you can do anything in life if you try hard.
that is right. Very good, Mayan. Okay, so which advice does the man need now?
Mm, the advice the man need now is I think he don't know what to do. Choose advice with his friend.
All right.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
no.
Yeah, you can say it. Okay, so actually the man that the advice that the man need now is all about financial matter. Yes. Okay, so he needs an advice about his finances. Okay, so last one, Mayan. It says here the only thing to do with good advice is to pass it on. It is never of any use to oneself. So what do you think about this quote,